Emily's got details on the forecast. How's it looking into the weekend?
Pretty great, actually. I want to mention that we're wearing these white ribbons for a mile in her shoes. Of course, it's that campaign where men and women from all over cram their little feet into red high heel shoes and literally walk a mile. It's to stop violence against women and generate more equality. So we're going to be wearing these throughout the day today because the walk's this afternoon. Okay, the wind. Let's talk about that for a minute. It's still coming in from a northwesterly direction, so it's still kind of cool. But daytime highs today getting up to the high teens, so seasonal values. Switching to a northwesterly flow throughout the day tomorrow, so our temperatures cooling down a lot. Behind a cold front that's going to be moving through, that's not really going to be doing anything but cooling down our temperatures. But into the weekend, we warm up. We're going to see lots of sun for Saturday. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Emily Vukovic. It's Thursday. It is May the 21st. Lots to talk about weather-wise getting us into the weekend. A lot of it is good news. I have a little tiny bit of not so great news, but I'll get to those details in just a moment. Let's take a look at this must-see video first. So details. All right, well, yesterday we saw lots of sunshine, but it was cool to start at least. But by the afternoon, we saw temperatures into the teens, and then we're cool again to start the day today, but not as cool to the south as we are to the north. In Guelph. This evening, we do cool down to below seasonal values. We are going to be seeing that risk of frost tomorrow night into Saturday. More on that in your long range first. Tom Reynolds, what's going on the roads? Well, the wind is a big story for these next couple of days because it is coming in from a more northerly direction. You may be sitting in the sun and just basking in its glory, and then winds will be gusting up to about 40 to 50 kilometers an hour, and that'll just kind of give you a little chill. We are going to be seeing fairly strong winds gusting today, 30 to 40, up to 50 throughout the day tomorrow. By Saturday, the winds will start to ease, and we've got high pressure sticking around, so we're going to be seeing lots of sunshine. Temperatures getting up more towards seasonal values for both Saturday and Sunday with that area of high pressure. We're not going to be seeing any active weather until possibly the end of the weekend with this new low moving in, possibly Sunday night, overnight and into Monday. But temperatures, they're going to be staying quite mild. We're 19 on Monday. Come Tuesday, we're looking at 23 degrees and 24 come next Wednesday. I do want to mention why we're wearing the white ribbons as well. Today is the walk a mile in her shoes. It is to support gender equality for women and to end all violence against women. So we're supporting that today. I think Chris May, we all know our host Chris May, I think he's actually going to be wearing red high heels for his show today. So try your best to tune in. It'll be on later on this afternoon. Brisk and cooler throughout the day tomorrow. We are going to be seeing winds still coming in from a northwesterly direction. It's going to be chilly in the morning on Saturday to the point where we could actually be seeing some frost in outlying areas of the GTA. So up through Newmarket, Vaughan, continuing up through Barrie into Orillia. By Saturday afternoon, we warm up, and Sunday, we're above our seasonal average. We do have some showers moving in late day Sunday and into Monday. That's going to be our next best chance to see some active weather, which we need. We need some rain throughout the city of Toronto and the GTA, Southern Ontario in general. 19 for Barrie on Monday, 19 in Newmarket, 19 for Toronto. It's nice. We're going to stay relatively close to our seasonal average. By Tuesday, we really do start to bump up, and we have that risk for not only showers, but a few isolated thunderstorms beginning of the week. Well, it looks pretty good. We're actually not going to complain right into this weekend. We've got some sunshine today, temperatures getting up to seasonal values. Brief cool down for tomorrow, but the weekend looks good. I'll show you all those details just after this must-see video. Incredible, isn't it? Imagine seeing that water shooting up into the sky. That crater, incredible. The wind is a big story for us today. We are going to be seeing a northwesterly wind. Temperatures getting up to 19 degrees for Toronto, but may feel a little bit cooler if you're down by the lake. Now, we are going to see these winds continue to be fairly gusty. Tomorrow, they could be gusting up to about 50 kilometers an hour, and that's part and parcel of that cold front that's going to be moving through. It's fairly moisture-starved, so we're not going to be seeing any active weather from it. Dry conditions, but still, that wind is going to pick up and temperatures will drop. So tomorrow is going to be the coolest day of the kickoff to the weekend. But we still have high pressure in place, so we are going to be seeing lots of sunshine. Saturday looks good. We're getting up to a daytime high of 18 degrees, 21 for Sunday, and then we've got late day rain developing for Monday and continuing to be unsettled till Wednesday. Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Jacqueline. Those, of course, are our storm hunters. They're on the road home. We'll check back in with them a little bit later on this morning. I'm Emily Vukovic. It is Thursday. It is the 21st of May, and today we are wearing the white ribbons in support of Walk a Mile in Her Shoes. The walk is happening today. It starts at Yonge and Dundas Square, and it is all about promoting gender equality for women and to end violence against women. Chris May is actually going to be wearing a pair of red high heels on his show this afternoon. That is something you do not want to miss. All right, today we are seeing sunshine to start us off. It's not going to get much warmer than that, unfortunately, by tomorrow. We've got a cold front coming through, but it's moisture starved for us. We could see some showers in Windsor, bring in some showers to the Nickel Belt today, but for the most part, for us, it's just going to bring in cooler winds, so temperatures only hitting about mid-teens tomorrow, below seasonal. Could see that potential for frost through the overnight into early Saturday morning, and then the temperatures will rise by the afternoon. Sunday looks good, but we could be seeing a few isolated showers before the bulk of the moisture starts to move in for Monday. But temperatures, they're going to stay seasonal right to the beginning of next week, and then it stays relatively unsettled right into Tuesday, but we are going to be mild. All right, I'm going to turn things over to Tom Reynolds. He has an update on your morning commute. Thanks so much, Kevin. Yeah, today is a busy day. Of course, you've got the 5K walk run, and today is also Walk a Mile in Her Shoes. That is why Tom and I are wearing the white ribbons to support Walk a Mile in Her Shoes and the White Ribbon Campaign. It promotes equality for women and ends violence against all women. So it's a really good support. It's a really good campaign to support. And Chris May is actually going to be wearing red heels today. So tune in. I think it's 3:53 this afternoon. You don't want to miss it. It'll be great. We'll get to forecast details in a moment. Take a look at this must-see video first. Coming up. Speaking of wind, we're dealing with northerly winds. It's cooling our temperatures for tomorrow, but for today, not doing too much. We've got winds kind of gusting between 30 and 40 kilometers today, gusting up to 50 throughout the day tomorrow. That cold front that's moving through doesn't have a ton of moisture associated with it for us, but it is going to cool our temperatures. Very briefly, however, because Saturday we return to more seasonal values. But Friday overnight into Saturday morning, outskirts of Toronto could be dealing with some overnight frost, so cover up those plants if you planted last weekend. High pressure moves out for Sunday. System moves in. It looks as though we are going to be seeing some wet weather to kick off the beginning of next week. Temperatures, however, staying seasonal. 19 degrees for Monday and 23 for Tuesday. All right, I'm going to turn things over to Tom Reynolds. He's got a quick note. He's going to be right back with an update. Good morning. It is Thursday. It is the 21st of May. I'm Emily Vukovic. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. If you want to check out more of Kim's videos of around the world in 60 seconds, just head to our website, theweathernetwork.com. All right, before we get to some forecast details and check in with Kevin Yard, who is going to be very busy exercising this morning, we are going to check into this must-see video. And the winds are not helping to spread the flames. We'll talk more about that coming up. All right, our temperatures this morning, they're not bad depending on where you are. Pretty seasonal. By this evening, we are going to be cooling down, and then tomorrow, it's going to be much cooler with that cold front passing through. We'll talk more about the weekend forecast in just a moment, but first, Tom, what's going on the roads? It looks awesome, actually. It looks really good. But first, let's talk about the winds for today. We have got the winds that are coming in from more of a northerly direction. They are going to be gusting 30 to 40 kilometers an hour, so they could be a little bit on the cool side. And tomorrow, a very similar story, gusting up to about 50 kilometers an hour. Tomorrow overnight into Saturday, I wouldn't be surprised if areas on the outskirts of Toronto, up through Barrie and through Collingwood, even through Newmarket and Vaughan, we could actually see a little bit of frost. So cover up the delicate plants if you've planted them already. I'm just going to skip through this and show you our temperatures, because I think that's what everybody wants to see for the weekend. We're looking at 18 for Saturday, 21 for Sunday, and then the warmth continues into early next week, but we do have showers on the way. Unsettled conditions Monday, Tuesday. Thanks for joining us. I'm Emily Vukovic. It's Thursday. It is May the 21st. Temperatures today, seasonal. Tomorrow, not so much. We'll get into those details in just a few moments, but first, let's talk about our storm hunters. Mark Robinson and Jacqueline Whittle have been busy these last couple of weeks right down in the heart of Tornado Alley. Well, their trip has come to a close. They are on their way home, and this is just a little bit of a recap of the last week of their adventures. Really spectacular stuff. That picture of that shelf cloud, that's incredible. All right, taking a look at the long-range forecast, we are going to be seeing brisk and cooler conditions throughout the day tomorrow. We have a cold front moving through tonight, and it's not going to do anything in terms of active weather. It could bring a few showers to Windsor and up towards the Nickel Belt, but for us, it's dry. It's just going to drop our temperatures by a few degrees, so we're back to below seasonal values. Through the overnight and into Saturday morning, I would not be surprised if areas outskirts of Toronto, up through Cottage Country, Barrie, Orillia, even down towards Vaughan and Newmarket, North York could pick up a little bit of frost early Saturday morning. Temperatures rebound by the afternoon. We stay mild for Sunday, but we do have an area of low pressure on the way that is going to be bringing us the risk of showers and thunderstorms throughout the beginning of next week. The Little Bobtail Lake Fire. Skiing meets soccer. And when bears attack. This is news in a minute. A BC wildfire rages. Dangerous and fun all at the same time. And lastly, when you stumble upon a bear in the snow, what do you do? But he quickly took control of the situation, making himself as big as he could and yelling. I don't know, would you stop to think to do that? Good for that guy. I would be very scared. Very, very scared. Thanks for joining us on this Thursday. It's the 21st of May. I'm Emily Vukovic. We've got lots to talk about, the weather getting us into the weekend, but before we get there, take a look at this must-see video up in your extended force of nature. All right, we're going to check in with Kevin Yard. It is all about nutrition and exercise this morning. And Kevin, are you going to be participating in the 5K walk or run today? Wind is going to be a little bit of an issue for us, gusting 30 to 40 kilometers an hour today, coming in from the northwest, switching to the northeast, and then back to the north for tomorrow. Tomorrow overnight and into Saturday, temperatures could be cool enough that we could pick up a little bit of frost, especially outskirt areas of the city, up through Barrie and through Orillia, Cottage Country, even as far south through Newmarket and through Vaughan. Now, temperatures over the weekend, they look good. We're looking at 18 for Saturday, 21 for Sunday, and then unsettled conditions to kick off next week. Thanks, Kevin. Looks like a lot of fun, and it's going to be a good day for it. I know it's chilly to start, but by the afternoon, it's warm. All right, before we get to more temperature details, let's take a look at this must-see video. This fire. We'll talk more about this situation coming up in your extended force of nature. Now, our winds, not really going to be an issue, but we do have northerly winds coming in throughout the day today. They're going to be sustained 30 to 40 kilometers an hour. Throughout the day tomorrow, they're going to be gusting upwards 50, possibly 55 kilometers an hour coming in from the north, so it's going to feel much cooler. We do have a cold front moving through today and into tonight. It's not going to do anything to our conditions. We're still going to be seeing lots of sunshine. It doesn't have a lot of moisture associated when it goes through southern Ontario, but it is going to drop our temperatures fairly significantly. High pressure moves in for Friday overnight into Saturday, which means some areas outskirts of the GTA, further areas to the north, could be dealing with some early morning frost on Saturday. By the afternoon, we warm up, and then Sunday looks pretty good. We'll see a mix of sun and cloud until late day. Then we could see some showers, unsettled conditions getting us into early next week. Here's Tom now with a quick traffic preview. Kevin, you can't keep the medal unless you do the run. Okay? The forecast conditions look great today. We're going to see lots of sunshine, temperatures getting up to 19 degrees. We are going to be seeing cooler temperature for us. We're just going to see some northerly winds. That's going to feel a little bit brisk at times. Gusting 30 to 40 kilometers an hour, and then throughout the day tomorrow, gusting up to 50 kilometers an hour. So temperatures, they're dropping fairly significantly to the point where we're going to see mid-teens tomorrow, and then by tomorrow night, some areas just north of the city could actually be picking up some early morning frost for Saturday. So cover those delicate plants if you've planted them already. We are going to be seeing a nice day for Saturday, getting up to 21, and then, Sunday, getting up to 21. And then we do have a system moving through. This is going to be bringing us some showers kind of late day Sunday, evening, overnight, and then staying quite unsettled from Monday and even into Tuesday. Temperatures will remain mild, but those showers, they are going to linger. But for the most part, the rest of this week and into the weekend looks pretty good. And the Hamilton Music Awards, they're happening this weekend, and I don't think we could ask for a better forecast, that's for sure. All right, I'm going to turn things over to Tom Reynolds. He's got a quick traffic preview. Good morning. Thanks for joining us on the Weather Network. I'm Emily Vukovic. It is Thursday. It is May the 21st. And if you're wondering why myself, Kevin Yard, and Tom Reynolds are all wearing these white ribbons, it's to support the White Ribbon campaign. Walk a Mile in Her Shoes is happening today at Yonge and Dundas Square. And if you tune in, I think in between the hours of 2 and 3 this afternoon, you may catch Chris May in a pair of red high heels. You certainly don't want to miss it. Of course, it is to raise awareness for equality for women and end violence against women. So it's a great cause, and I think Chris May is going to do a great job in those heels. I really do. All right, but before we get to your forecast, take a look at this must-see video. All right, we are going to check in with Kevin Yard. It is all about running and being healthy today. And Kevin, are you going to participate in the 5K walk or run this morning? Nice day today, getting up to 19 degrees. Cooler for tomorrow. We've got a cold front moving through, dropping our temperatures by about 5 degrees, so mid-teens at best tomorrow. Could see some early morning frost on Saturday, outskirts areas of the GTA. And then by Sunday, new system approaching. This one is going to be giving us some late day rain, and unsettled conditions are going to continue for the beginning of next week, but temperatures are going to be staying mild. Good morning. It's 4 minutes after 8 o'clock. I'm Emily Vukovic. It's Thursday. It is the 21st of May, and we've got sunshine in the forecast today. We are still seeing a little bit of cloud cover, but that should push off by later on, and the sun will be shining full and bright on all the kids that are going to be running today. Kevin Yard is joining us, and he is going to be potentially running or walking 5K this morning to get a medal, and it's all about nutrition and exercise for kids. Not bad. The winds for the next couple of days are going to be coming out of the north, so a little bit of a cooler breeze, especially down by the water. Tomorrow, the winds are going to be gusting up to about 50 kilometers an hour behind a cold front. That's not going to provide us with any moisture, but it's going to help cool down our temperatures fairly significantly. We're only looking at about 13 to 15 degrees throughout the day tomorrow. Tomorrow overnight and into Saturday, we've got high pressure in place, and this could be giving us some early morning frost on Saturday on areas north of the GTA. By Saturday afternoon, we warm up. On Sunday, however, we do have this low moving through. We're going to get into that warm sector, so temperatures getting up into the low 20s, but unsettled conditions come Sunday overnight and into Monday morning, and then we're going to stay unsettled right until the middle of next week. Wait, you just said I'm thinking of running or walking, and you look back at like the snack truck. I don't know, Kevin. All right, thanks so much. Today's a great day for it. We're seeing cooler temperatures this morning, but warming up into the afternoon, about 19 degrees. Yesterday, temperatures weren't too bad. I mean, as long as you kind of had a light sweater on, or, if you sat in the sun. Speaking of planting flowers, if you're going to do it, wait until the weekend, because today we're okay, 19 degrees, but we still have that northerly wind. Tomorrow, that northerly wind is going to kick it up a notch. We've got a cold front moving through. It's moisture starved for us. We'll stay dry, but winds gusting up to about 50 kilometers an hour. Through the evening, through the overnight, we've got high pressure in place, and that could give areas further north of the GTA early morning frost on Saturday. Now, we do warm up by the afternoon, and then Sunday, not a bad day. We get into the warm sector of this next system that's going to be approaching. Temperatures getting up to 21, but through the overnight and early tomorrow and Monday morning, we are going to be seeing some wet weather. Unsettled conditions will continue into early next week. If you're heading out to the Hamilton Music Awards this weekend, the forecast looks fantastic for both Saturday and Sunday. Here's Tom now with a quick preview on traffic. Could be seeing a few isolated showers before the bulk of the moisture starts to move in for Monday. But temperatures, they're going to stay seasonal right to the beginning of next week. And then it stays relatively unsettled right into Tuesday. But we are going to be mild. All right, I'm going to turn things over to Tom Reynolds. He has an update on your morning commute. That was great. I love live television. Thanks, Kevin. All right, the winds are going to be a bit of a story for us today because they are coming in from more of a northerly direction. We could see winds gust anywhere from 30 to 40 kilometers an hour. Tomorrow, they're going to be gusting up to about 50 kilometers an hour, and we actually have a cold front moving through that is going to be bringing us some cooler temperatures, but not a ton of moisture, which we actually kind of need throughout southern Ontario. But because of that cold front and high pressure, there is the potential for a little bit of overnight frost Friday into Saturday morning. So if you have delicate plants, you live on the outskirts of the GTA, there is a chance that you could be dealing with a little bit of early morning frost. But by the afternoon, we've got sunshine moving in. We are going to be seeing clear conditions. And then by Sunday, we get into the warm sector of this low, and that is going to be bumping up our temperatures to the low 20s. But we do have some unsettled weather on the way. So as we look into Monday, temperatures are going to stay relatively seasonal. We should be at 19 for this time of year, so that's quite accurate. But we've got unsettled weather kind of getting us into the middle of next week. And then at the end of next week, we may even see a little bit more of a cool down. So let's not focus on that. Let's focus on the beauty of this weekend. If you are going to be participating or if you're going to the Hamilton Music Awards, we have got a great weekend forecast for it. All right, I'm going to turn things over to Tom Reynolds. He has a preview on traffic. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. It is Thursday. It is May the 21st. I'm Emily Vukovic. It's a special day today for a couple of reasons. One, it is Walk a Mile in Her Shoes. It starts at Yonge and Dundas Square later on this afternoon, and this is why all the presenters at the Weather Network are wearing the white ribbon. We're supporting the campaign, and of course, Walk a Mile in Her Shoe is to promote ending violence against women and promoting gender equality. It's another special day because Kevin Yard is live on location at Bronte Creek this morning. He's going to be participating in a 5K walk or run. It's all about nutrition and exercise for the kids. Kevin? Well, we've got a northerly wind today, but temperatures getting up to 19 degrees, so seasonal. Tomorrow, that northerly wind sticks around. We are going to see gusts up to about 50 kilometers an hour. Cold front moving through. It's fairly moisture-starved for us, but we are going to see it help drop our temperature. So tomorrow, we're only looking at daytime highs around 15 degrees. By tomorrow night, because of this area of high pressure, clear skies, cooler temperatures, we could be waking up to some early morning frost on Saturday in areas just north of the GTA. By Saturday afternoon, conditions improve. We'll see lots of sunshine and warmer air moving through. By Sunday, we get into the warm sector of this next system, temperatures into the low 20s, but we've got some unsettled conditions to start the beginning of next. Good morning. I'm Emily Vukovic. Thank you for joining us here on the Weather Network. We've been talking about sunshine and mild temperatures getting us into the weekend, and I'm going to have all those details coming up in just a few moments. But first, take a look at this must-see video. Now, I've never been to Yellowstone National Park. I would love to go. I've never been to Wyoming, but if you have, maybe you've seen a sight like this. The skies are going off. Very cool. Seeing the water and the mist shooting right up into the air. That's pretty neat. All right, it is all about exercise and nutrition for the kids this morning. Kevin Yard is going to be taking part in either a 5K walk or a 5K run this morning. Kevin, how's it going? All right, thanks so much, Kevin. Well, it's a great day for it, that's for sure. Temperature's a little cool this morning, but warming up. We're going to get up to a high of 19 degrees with lots of sunshine. The winds are going to start to pick up. Now, this cold front doesn't have a lot of moisture with it, but it is going to be cooling down our temperatures. Winds gusting 30 to 40 kilometers an hour today, up to 50 tomorrow through the afternoon. So it's going to be fairly brisk at 15 degrees. I wouldn't be surprised if areas just north of the GTA saw a little bit of frost waking up on Saturday morning because overnight lows hovering around that freezing mark. By the afternoon on Saturday, things are looking much better. We've got high pressure in place. Temperatures are going to be warming up. Sunday doesn't look too bad. We've got a mix of sun and cloud for the most part. We get into the warm sector of this next system, and that is going to be bringing us some unsettled conditions, possibly after dinner on Sunday, continuing overnight, and then throughout the day on Monday. It looks as though we are going to stay quite unsettled. But until then, things look good. If you've got outdoor plans this weekend for soccer games or if you're hosting a barbecue, it looks good. 15 for tomorrow, but that warms up to 18 for Saturday, tons of sun, and then 21 for Sunday as we get in that warm sector. For Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, everything is looking a little bit unsettled. If you are going to or taking part in the Hamilton Music Awards this weekend, I don't think you're going to be upset with this forecast in Hamilton. 18 for Saturday, 22 for Sunday. That's some good advice. That's meteorologist Scott Sutherland, who works here at the Weather Network. Thanks, Kelly. I'm Emily Vukovic. It's Thursday. It is the 21st of May, and temperatures today look good. Tomorrow, we cool down. I'll talk about that in just a moment, but first, take a look at this video. Today, not a bad day. We've got temperatures getting up to 19 degrees. That is bang on seasonal. That's below seasonal side. We're going to see daytime highs anywhere from kind of 13 to 15 degrees. The wind coming in from a northerly direction today, gusting 30 to 40 kilometers an hour. Tomorrow, the winds again coming in from the north could be gusting upwards of 50 kilometers an hour. So it is going to feel quite cool. If you're out and about, make sure you dress for it. Friday overnight and into Saturday, because we have high pressure, not a lot of cloud cover, I wouldn't be surprised if we did see some early morning Saturday frost, and then we do warm up by the afternoon. Sunday, a decent day. We're looking at a mix of sun and cloud, but see this system coming in? We are going to be dealing with unsettled weather for the beginning of next week, but temperatures are going to be staying quite mild. Time now to take a look at the long-range forecast. I'm Emily Vukovic, and joining me, meteorologist Dr. Doug Gillum. It is all about the weekend and beyond. Can we expect more spring/summer-like values?
Yeah, another well-timed warm-up for the weekend. Now, we do start off quite chilly Saturday morning.
We'll start off on Saturday. This frosty morning, it's going to burn off really quickly. Yes. We'll return to kind of more seasonal values by the afternoon. Sunday, temperatures not bad, mix of sun and cloud. decent day.
Warmer, yeah. The question is, how quickly do the clouds increase late in the day? So we've got our Saturday temperatures in the upper teens, approaching 20 degrees. On Sunday, we're at least into the lower 20s.
Okay, that's not
and
bad.
there's potential that we could end up with mid-20s should the clouds hold off.
That's great
Yes.
news. That's what we all want to hear. Another amazing weekend. Now for Monday, we've got a system coming in. Could see some thunderstorms, the brisk wind off the lake. Nobody
Yeah.
likes that. We'll take the rain, but the wind, that could go away.
Well, this is a warm front coming through, but due to the rain and initially a wind off the lake, it will be a cooler day than Sunday. Now, once that front lifts through, we get into a more southwest flow. Tuesday and Wednesday, warmer, more humid. With that will come the threat for showers and thunderstorms,
Okay.
but not a washout. And as we get later in the week, though, there will be some much cooler temperatures just to our north. There'll be a bit of a battle between the summer-like temperatures to the south, cool to the north. Some uncertainty how far south that front pushes.
Okay.
Again, that keeps the threat for unsettled weather and potentially some cooler temperatures as we go into the following weekend.
All right, well, let's not pay attention to this. Let's look ahead to this weekend where we've got warm weather and some sunshine. May the 21st, and we are seeing some good weather today. If you've noticed, a lot of the presenters are wearing white ribbons today. It is to support the White Ribbon campaign and Walk a Mile in Her Shoes. Of course, that is to promote equality for women and to end all violence against women. Our very own Chris May is actually going to squeeze his big old feet into a pair of red high heels. You don't want to miss it. He will be broadcasting that between the hours of 2 and 3 this afternoon. All right, we're going to check in with Kevin Yard, who is also supporting the White Ribbon campaign, but he's also supporting something else really special, something that encourages healthy eating and exercise for kids. Kevin? That's awesome. Thanks so much, Kevin. All right, our forecast today looks pretty good for a walk run. Wind is a bit of a story for us because it's going to be coming out of the northwest. So winds are going to be gusting 30 to 40 kilometers an hour today, but by tomorrow, gusting up to 50 kilometers an hour. A cold front will be moving through. It's fairly moisture starved for us, not going to be giving us any active weather, but it is going to help drop our temperature. So Friday overnight to Saturday, I would not be surprised if areas just outlining northern skirts of the GTA could wake up to some early morning frost on Saturday. By Saturday afternoon, we warm up. Temperatures get back to seasonal values. Sunday looks good. We kind of get into this warm sector of this next system, so temperatures getting up into the low 20s. But then Sunday overnight and into early next week, new area of low pressure bringing us some unsettled weather. Thanks, Rachel. Some good advice. And you think about it, I mean, today a lot of people are going to be participating in Walk a Mile in Her Shoes. That's happening at Yonge and Dundas Square. Tom and I are both supporting the White Ribbon campaign. And, you know, kids are going on walks. They're doing nature hikes. This is a time of year where everybody's getting out. So think about it. Our UV index is 8, which is considered high. Put on the sunscreen today. I'm Emily Vukovic. It is Thursday. It is the 21st of May. Before we get to forecast details, take a look at this must-see video. Not good because the fire has been spreading. We'll talk more about that coming up in just a few moments. All right, our daytime high today, feeling like 5. Reason being, we've got a cold front coming through today. Moisture starved. It's not going to bring us a lot of active weather, but it is going to cool down our temperatures. The winds today coming in from the north, 30 to 40 kilometer an hour gusts. Tomorrow up to 50 kilometer an hour gusts. It's going to be a colder wind because of that cold front, and we are going to see below seasonal temperatures. By Saturday morning, we could be dealing with a little bit of early morning frost because we have this high pressure in place. So if you live in kind of northern outskirts of the GTA, you certainly want to try and cover your plants if you've already planted them to take care of them. And then by Sunday, another decent day, but we do have the risk to see some late day rain continuing into Monday and an unsettled start to early next week. Good morning. I'm Emily Vukovic. Thank you for joining us here on the Weather Network. We've been talking about sunshine and mild temperatures getting us into the weekend, and I'm going to have all those details coming up in just a few moments. But first, take a look at this must-see video. Now, I've never been to Yellowstone National Park. I would love to go. I've never been to Wyoming, but if you have, maybe you've seen a sight like this. The skies are going off. Very cool. Seeing the water and the mist shooting right up into the air. That's pretty neat.